Welcome to It Stinks right here on the Boom Broadcast. It's your boy, the residential movie TV guy, giving you another great episode, another good show to watch right here on It Stinks. As we said on WOD on Saturday, so much going on at BB House. I'm going to save it all for a special episode. I'm trying to plan this live watch along on Veto Night. I'm trying to plan that, so your boy's working on that. You know, we've been talking about it now for 2 weeks. We're going to try to plan something, do a live watch along so we get people to tune in for the live watch along as we watch Big Brother live, and I give you some commentary on how I feel. I'm working on that, so definitely be on the lookout for that. That'll be dropping on my X channel, so definitely be on the lookout when that's coming. We're trying to do it in a week or two. We're trying to really work the kinks out. I gotta get with the prayers, mouth off with Mike, all the guys to just, get all the kinks worked out, the bugs worked out. But another great episode right here of It Stinks, because we're going to be talking about WWE Unreal that aired on Netflix. Yes, the 5-episode show. A lot of people are upset about it. We're going to give you my take on it and let you know if it's a thumbs up or if it's a thumbs down. It Stinks. You're watching It Stinks on the Boom Broadcaster. Let's go.
Quiet on the set. Can we please have quiet on the set?
It stinks.
Welcome, my friends, and thank you for tuning in for WWE Unreal Review on Netflix with your boy Shawn on It Stinks, the residential movie TV guy, right here talking about another great TV show. As a wrestling fan, I wanted to check this out. You know, if you watch WOD, if you watch It Stinks, you know your boy really likes Dark Side of the Rings on Vice TV. So if you're WWE, how do you compete against Dark Side of the Rings? You create your own show, not a Dark Side of the Ring show, but a show that peels back the curtain and lets you, as the average fan paying the ticket to watch Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, or NXT, or a premium live event as a fan paying, getting to see the backstage of what goes on the show. Now, there are a lot of wrestling fans that are upset with this because they say, wow, you're peeling back the fourth wall, you're breaking the fourth wall, you're peeling back the curtain. Fans should not be getting this much access. You're breaking the secrets of kayfabe. But we live in a world now in 2025. And, I'm an old school wrestling fan. I grew up in the 80s. I grew up watching the NWA, Jim Crockett, watching WCW, all that good stuff, where kayfabe was real. And I applaud AEW. I really do. AEW believes that kayfabe is still real. The ring, the heels come out of one tunnel, the faces come out of the other tunnel. That's old school WCW, NWA all the way right there. I applaud them for that. But now we live in a world and a reality where you can't hide it. Kayfabe is not real, and I hate to say that as a wrestling fan. I do. It sucks to say that because I used to like not knowing what my heel guys were doing in the back of the house. I didn't know they were hanging out with the baby faces in the back of the arena. I thought, the baby face was in one locker room, the heels in the other. They never mingle. But now with social media, with YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, everything in between, you see it now. Hey, it's been plenty of times. Naomi's a heel on TV. Congratulations, Naomi, for having a baby. A heel on TV. Nia Jax heel on TV, but they're on TikTok making a dance routine video that I'm watching. It's been plenty of times that Seth Rollins was a baby face and the New Day were heels, and they're playing video games on Xavier Woods' Austin Creed's YouTube, up, down, down. It's been plenty of times I watch stuff like that. It's just the era that we live in now with social media. Kayfabe is all right. So I'm one of these people. I'm not pissed off. I'm not mad that we got a WWE Unreal, that we got to really see the production side and producer side of how things go in to make these shows. I'm not mad at all. I was actually glad because we knew this stuff, but now you get to verify as a wrestling fan what you knew. So let's dive into my review of this show right here. Episode 1, New Era. the biggest build up on this was Raw premiere on Netflix. They really showed all the background work they did to get to this right here for that one night premiere of Raw on Netflix, which Raw is down on Netflix every week. But they really built up that first night. It was going to be there the initial night. So that was good right there. Then the push, Jey Uso episode. Thought this was a very good episode. I got the twins, Jay and Jimmy. Saw some Jacob Fatu. Saw a little bit of Roman. Saw a little everybody in the bloodline in this. Saw some Sammy stuff. Really thought it was good of how you got to see when a person in creative see a superstar that's steadily climbing up the ladder, see them as now progressives and, hey, you know what? This guy deserves to push. I need to push him. Let's strap the rocket to him, push him to the moon and see what happened. And it was good to see what Jey Uso had to overcome, to find himself. Because I really think in this episode, this is where you saw Jey Uso not only humble that he was getting the push and getting the rocket strapped to him, but really find himself going into the push. So that was a good episode. Worth the wait. I would have to say if the Jey Uso one was not my favorite one, this would have been my favorite one. 3 of the best women in WWE, Bianca Belair, Chelsea Green, and Charlotte Flair. All 3 of them have charisma, have personality, have character, have swag, have everything you need to be a top person in WWE. And Chelsea Green really stood out the most in this. And I like all 3 of them a whole lot. But Chelsea said something that, as a wrestling fan, you really appreciate it. She said, I got to be a good heel to make the babyface look good. So I don't mind doing some of the stuff that other people won't do. The gimmicky matches, falling in the trash can, having the cake thrown on your face, because it keeps me on TV. And if I'm on TV, I'm doing something right. Chelsea Green showed very good maturity in this episode, and she showed why she's steadily on your TV program on a weekly basis, why she was the first ever inaugural United States Women's Champ. All this was unveiled on this episode, and she showed that she was ready for that. Very good episode. Episode 4, heel turn. Of course, the John Cena episode. John Cena retirement tour. Cannot have a series in its premiere debut on Netflix without a John Cena episode. They pretty much talked about everything from John Cena coming back, build it up to the heel turn, and then leading us to WrestleMania. Really thought this was good. You really got to see behind the stage all the hard work and diligent work that Cena did before the heel turn, making all the Make-A-Wish stuff, signing autographs, doing photo sessions, doing everything he needed to do, because he knew when he went full-fledged heel, this was it. It was no return until he decided to make the babyface return later on in this retirement tour. And everything Cena had to do to get ready for the retirement tour. Another good episode. And in episode 5, WrestleMania. You cannot have a WWE show without a WrestleMania build-up show. They talked about everything from the Royal Rumble to WrestleMania, how we got to WrestleMania, how we did these hurdles and jumped these hurdles and took these steps to have this WrestleMania show. Very good episode. I was a fan of Unreal. I know a lot of people out here are crapping on it because, once again, I said they broke kayfabe. They let fans get behind the fourth wall, peel the curtain back, and really see what goes into it. I was a fan of it. I did not have a problem with it. It's definitely a show when season 2 dropped. I would like to see more than 5 episodes. Yes, they were hour long, but I think if you could chop it down to that 45-minute threshold, give me maybe instead of 5, 7 or 9 episodes, potentially 8's always a good number. Give me that and I would feel good with it. I definitely could see this show coming back for season 2 and being the show that now goes on with Netflix that we see every year. I mean, you get this all the time. NFL, you got Hard Knocks. NBA, you got stuff talking about Summer League, training camp, all that stuff. That's what sports is going to. People want to see the struggle behind the glamour. Yes, we love tuning into football and basketball, but we want to see what the players go through. We want to see the contract negotiation. We want to see the holdout, the sit out. We want to see the quarterback blow up on somebody during some OTAs. That's what we like as fans. We like the documentary style of this. That's why Hard Knocks has been a success on HBO so many years, because everybody gets to really see the outskirts of what's going on behind the scenes. We as fans love that. I am a big fan of this. WWE did a good job. Cannot wait for season 2. I'm getting ready to sign off. It's your boy Shawn. It definitely stinks, and we'll see you next week on It Stinks.